So back in 1992, Tyler Weaver said, "Year-round education is the way of the future." Now looking back at that today, it seems that he was pretty well on track because more and more schools today are becoming year-round. Now I know we all love our summers and we think year-round education is just gonna like completely throw it away, which isn't true. You still get all the time that you have on your summer break. It's just more spread out over the year. And also, some people think that if we have year-round school, it might get done quicker, which isn't true. You still have the exact same amount of time that you would normally have in school. And I think that Manchester University should adopt year-round schooling because it'll be beneficial in the long run. Or I believe that they should at least let students decide whether or not they want to have year-round schooling or just stick to the regular routine. Now in the next few minutes, I'm going to talk about how having year-round school will help us retain the knowledge that we lose over summer, and it'll help students who are in sports, and it'll also help people who live really far away from home have longer breaks to be at home. Now I'm going to show you a quick video that hits on a few points that I'm going to talk about.
The schools only offers its optional calendar at one school, that's Mockingbird Elementary. The teachers agree with parents. The schedule is the way to go.
Well, we're not there yet, are we?
For a teacher, this time of year is tough. Just a few weeks from summer, months of math and reading behind. But this class is back fresh from a 3-week break.
They're ready to go back.
The optional calendar at Ralston's Mockingbird Elementary
It works out really well.
attracts nearly 200 students. With 7 years in the books, district leaders are tracking student achievement, parent perceptions, and involvement with the program.
We're looking at everything that we can to see what we can do to improve some of the student achievement as well as opportunities for the families and the community in the area.
The retention is so much better.
The district says year-round school works, especially for kids in low-income homes. Some families without money for summer camp or classes may see students fall farther behind.
Across the district, our poverty level is a little bit higher than the state average.
Parents say the longer breaks keep kids engaged and help with family scheduling. The small classes mean more one-on-one attention and, of course, limit learning loss over the summer.
I felt like that gave them a chance to remember what they had learned from preschool or from the school year before.
Even students seem to be on board.
We have a lot of learning time.
For many, the sacrifice of a 3-month summer success.
If that gets them into an Ivy League, then hey, I'm all for it.
Okay, now I know that was in elementary school, but if you look at it from a college standpoint, that it gives you less summertime, but it does help you retain the knowledge, and we all need to retain the knowledge that we learned from previous classes because we're going to need that in future jobs and whatnot. And according to Educational Leadership in April of 2010, students struggle to remember skills and content they've also used for several months. So it is a fact that it does happen, and we don't need to spend a whole first month of school relearning things that we should already know. And then all the time off that people think summer, it'll, like having year-round school, it'll just completely get rid of our summers. You still do get time off in the summer, it's just not as long because you're using it in other areas. Now I remember towards the beginning of the school year, we all separated and how most of, I think, the football guys were over on one side because they said that they deserved to have more time to work on homework and whatnot. And with having longer breaks and a year-round school, you'll have more time to focus on schoolwork because you'll have a longer off time of your specific sport. And also during some of the breaks, some teachers might offer extra credit, or you'll have like a project to do over the break so that you can actually just focus on that one thing and not be worried about getting that done, going to practice, and then hang out with friends. And then according to National Education Association in 2007, the most popular form of year-round education is the 45-15 plan, where students attend school for 45 days and then get 3 weeks, which is 15 days off. The other ways to organize a school calendar are 60-20 and 90-30 plans. This would be really awesome for me because I live 4 hours away, so I don't get as much time to go spend with my family, whereas like people who can drive like an hour away, they get done with their class, they go home. I get done with my class, I have to wait for a family member to come pick me up or try to get a ride that someone that's still here to go get on a plane to get home by like 9 o'clock. So this would personally help me out because it's less gas money. And I know all the people who drive home on the breaks or on the weekends, we're college students, we don't have a lot of money just to be spending on gas. And then it's because I was allowed to keep a job back home, so anyone else who has jobs back home or something, it's longer than just a weekend being at your job. It's longer than just like one Saturday working for like 4 hours. It's not that great. Instead of working for like 3 weeks to get a decently good paycheck. So in conclusion, Manchester University should allow students to begin to choose whether they want to be involved in a year-round program rather than a regular school program. This is a big movement that could help tons of students remember more and allow athletes more off time from sports to focus on their schoolwork. And it'll give students who live far from home longer breaks to be home. However, with such controversy on this topic, year-round education is a wave of the future.